That's actually one of the difficult questions that anyone can face, like describing oneself. If you are looking for a straightforward answer, I can describe my credentials. I'm Dr. Arun S. Nair, born and brought up in a village, Kadakkal, in Kollam district of Kerala. I pursued my undergraduate in MBBS, so I'm a doctor too. And now I'm an officer trainee of Indian Administrative Service of 2020 batch, currently in Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, and officially allotted to Kerala cadre. And if you are looking the indirect description, I think I would use three words that is commonly used by friends and colleagues to describe me. That is, I'm a simple person and a hardworking person and a passionate one. That's it. Civil service was my dream. So after cracking the UPSC examination, I realized that dream. So now it's my part of my profession, part of my future, and of course my job. So, and it is what I'm looking forward to do to realize self-satisfaction and also to do something for my country and my people. If I could not crack this examination, of course, since I'm an MBBS graduate and I was a doctor, I would continue in that profession itself. I would pursue my post-graduation either in pediatrics or general medicine, and of course, I will do my service in the same way as a doctor to this country. This Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, or simply the Academy for all IAS professionals, I would say it is a dream place for every UPSC aspirant. So now I'm living in that dream place under training, and this is a beautiful campus in Mussoorie, a beautiful place, hill station, very great climate, and I think this is a factory that mold a UPSC aspirant into an IAS officer in personality, in character, in thought, in look, in attitude, in every way. So the faculty is super cool, and they are trying to do their best to convert a simple UPSC aspirant or a student to an officer. So that is academy. Now I'm actually phase one training of Indian Administrative Service. Previously, it was foundation course. So academy is actually molding us to meet the demand and challenges of what this country and people actually demand to you in future. So that is one thing, and it create an ambience to work together with 180 officer trainees who are allotted to various states of this country, so we can create a network in the IAS profession itself, and also we are learning the experiences of the people who walked through the same way before us. So from that experience, we can identify what are the mistakes that they have done and how to correct it, how to improve it, and how to make their efforts more colorful. This is not a similar kind of a training, which is simply classes and sessions and or purely based on academic. But as I said earlier, this is completely revamping the personality and character of the person. So simply academics itself may not be enough for that. So we are doing all kind of celebrations here from, I think, celebrations of all the states are part of the academic training. We need to find the cultures of different states. We need to find the food of different states. We have like every week we have special dinner, which is contributed from the different states of the country. And also, see, I was a person like who couldn't dance, who couldn't sing in front of 100 people, but I was transformed into a person like I got confidence enough to perform on stage itself. So that kind of transformation is happening to each and every individual who is staying. Biggest challenge, I think, during the preparation for UPSC, since I was a doctor and I quit that profession to come to this Indian Administrative Service, and since the preparation is a long one, and sometime we might go to some demotivated stage, and at that demotivated stage, I need to find some answer that why did I select this profession rather than continuing in the medical profession. So trying myself in a satisfied condition and converting me from that demotivated stage to motivated stage, that was quite challenging during it. I think whenever I was negative, I try to gather this positive energy from the surrounding. Of course, my family, my parents, brother, sister, they are always with me for this gathering this positive energy. My friends, my teachers, and these are the people who are always a source of positive energy. Achievement, of course, if it is an academic purpose, of course, civil service is the greatest achievement. And if it is a non-academic in a personal life, I think I can keep up relationship. That is one achievement. Whoever comes to my life, even if it is a stranger, if we talk, if we know each other, I think I can keep up that relationship up to its level. So that is one achievement. I think I'm more of a side of a perfectionist, idealist, and always having utopian ideas. So rather than going for a perfectionist way, I would become a more practical. That is real life singing or relating with real life situations. So that would be one thing that I can change from a perfectionist to a practical person. The change, I think, I always want to become a listening bureaucrat rather than doing the work that is in front of our table, rather than signing the files that is in front of the table. I would try to listen to the people, and not only the people in our society, but the seniors, juniors, subordinates, and any person who point out our mistakes. And if I become an administrator, this listening bureaucrat will be the concept that I would like to have as a change. Inspiration, as I said earlier, in the case of the negativity also, inspiration is always my family, my friends, and my teachers. So they inspired me every time when I was traveling for my trip. I think any person who genuinely points out the mistakes that I committed in my life, I think I admire those people, because those people want me that I need to improve, and those people want me not to commit that mistake again in my life. So those people wish to see me in an improved state. So I admire those people who genuinely point out, again the word genuinely point out. I think there are a lot of people who are in this service who did wonderful jobs in their career as a civil servant. I think anyone, from any person from whom I can learn, I think I can look up to anyone. I don't think that is not only my senior, but in the future, even if it is my junior or a subordinate staff, whoever it is, who do good things, I can look up to them. Destination, if it is in India, it is Sikkim. I would like to go there. And if it is a global destination, I like to learn more about the culture, the lifestyle, and the hardworking mentality of Japanese people. So, Japan. There are many in the list, but if you are particularly asking, I think the last book I read, The Archer by Paulo Coelho. It's a wonderful book. And if you are looking into Malayalam literature, I think there are two books that were my favorite. One is Randamoolam by M.T. Vasudevan Nair, and another one is Oru Deshathinte Katha by S.K. Pottukal. Two quotes I always scribble down in my diaries and books are: one is now or never, and second one is shape the world by your dreams. I don't know what's the source of this quote, but these are the two quotes. Advice, I think I always say that advising is easy, but I can say civil service is not an impossible task. Anyone who work hard, who is very passionate about this job, who dream this job and profession very seriously, and who can work without cheating to themselves can crack this examination. So it is not an impossible task.